Hello, it's me again. Can you believe it? I know, I've been so busy. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all my problems right now because, that'll take a while. But I know that I haven't, posted in a long time, and I apologize for that. But I remembered that I never got to that other boy of, my romantic life experience and such. So, before I have to go catch my bus, I'm going to explain to you a little bit of what happened. So, if you remember, or if you just recently watched my other video where I talked about a dude named Jacob, was that the one? That was the one, right? So, I don't know how I ended that, but okay. So, while I was dating him, which can you even call it dating? Who the fuck knows? Am I right? Um, so I started talking. Well, we were studying for. This was still in first year, so me and a couple of friends and classmates, we decided, okay, we're all gonna get together and we're all gonna study for this midterm. Okay, so I met this new guy there. His name was Jeremy. Um, he was not my type whatsoever, even though he was taller, but whatever. Like, taller than Jacob, I mean, I don't really care about height. I'm, okay, I kind of do, but at the same time, it's just because, I'm an average heighted girl, so I'm just if you're, at least, an inch or two taller than me, I'm that's okay. But, I don't know, the taller, I don't know, it's just, something stereotypically attractive, where it's just, I love the idea of, looking up at you, and, it's also, great, because when you're wearing a nice top or something, it's the perfect angle. If that fucking makes sense. That's kind of really bad, but you know what I mean. Okay, some of y'all girls and boys, you know what I mean when it's just I don't care about height, but the higher the better, if that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, because I'm just I don't know. If you're cute enough for me to not give a shit about that kind of thing, I don't know. I need to stop talking about that shit. I don't know. I feel bad for all the short boys. Hey, short boys, you're fucking beautiful, and hell, I have a crush on three short guys who are either my height or not even. So what can I say? I just like cute people. Continuing on, so this fucking guy, we studied and whatever, and he had a Walking Dead pen, and I was like, you watch The Walking Dead? Excuse me. And we just started talking about The Walking Dead and shit like that. I don't know. And I found out, dude, this son of a bitch is so fucking geeky. I'm fuck yeah, baby. And he was he had a beard going on, and I was ooh, facial hair. I don't know. I'm just I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It's I don't give a shit about what a boy has going on here, but I don't know. Sometimes it's depending on the guy and depending on what kind of facial hair that specific guy has, sometimes it's just ooh, I like this. You know what I mean? I think some of you know what I mean. But anyway, oh my god. Okay, anyway, so I kind of start liking this guy. Or well, we start talking. We become best friends and stuff like that, and whatever, right? We get closer and closer, and then there was a time that I broke up with the Jacob guy, and I was crying and whatever. And I think I've mentioned it before, where it was mostly the attention or the fact that someone kind of wanted you ish, kind of. I don't know. Issues. So this fucking guy, I break up, I'm crying. We're in his room, and it's just me crying, and he's comforting me. He gave me a ginger ale or something, and I'm just fucking crying. My life sucks. No one fucking loves me. I'm too fucking ugly and fat. Blah blah blah. Which is hey, past Jaden, you are not fucking fat, okay? Sure, you gained a little bit of weight, but just fast forward 3 years to when you were at the worst of your life, and you gained a lot of fucking weight. Then you get this. So shut the fuck up in 2014-15, okay? You little bitch. Off on the tangent, as per usual. But yeah, so this fucking guy, he was comforting me and like hugging me and shit like that. And I was just like, I can't even remember what was happening, but it was like, he was like complimenting me, telling me that I was pretty and that like he did like me. He told me he liked me. I was like, bitch, fucking okay. And he didn't say anything because I had a boyfriend. Yeah, so it turns out he liked me. And then lo and behold, we just started making out. I was like, alright, okay, you know, we're making out and shit. Okay, great. But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And when I was with Jacob, I would always like kind of like, I was scared to go that far. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a virgin, okay? Proud and shit like that. I don't have an issue with that, as I've mentioned before. But things got out of hand. To where I didn't stop. There was a lot of touching and groping and shit like that. And I don't know what the fuck was happening. I guess it was just like me acting on what I've seen in movies and stuff like that. And from what I've read in books. But I didn't stop. And I didn't want to be completely honest. But I felt like okay, this was something that I had to do as a girl because you're making out with a guy and he's comforting you. You have to pay him back. And you have to pay him back, right? That's what I thought. That was my my mindset at the time. And he would be, if you've watched Big Mouth, you know what a head pusher is. He wasn't a head pusher. It was a more of shoulder pushing, you know? The entire fucking time I was screaming inside my own head. I had alarms flaring, telling me, get the fuck out of there. You need to stop. You don't want to do this. You need to stop. Get up and get out. Because no one has to do what you're about to do. That night, I didn't have to do anything. But I felt like I did, if you get what I mean. Because I thought that this is what I had to do. I thought that I had to keep kissing him. I thought I had to go lower and lower on his body. I thought that I had to take my top off. And I thought I had to take his pants off. And I thought I didn't want to fucking do it. I didn't want to fucking do it. I really didn't want to fucking do it. And I had everything in my mind telling me, screaming at me to just fucking stop. Get out of there. Get out of that room. This isn't you. This isn't a situation you want to be in. And then lo and behold, there's a dick in your mouth. You do what you thought was right. You do what you see in yaoi and in porn. You thought what you were doing was right. Took a long fucking time because that was my first time with someone else's fucking genitalia in my mouth. It was bad fucking shit, man. Also, let me fucking tell you, dicks. And I don't know, I felt wrong because I didn't love him. I thought I liked him. I thought he liked me. I was in a very vulnerable position, emotionally and physically, obviously. Without going into too much, because whatever. it ended. Um, I unfortunately swallowed because I thought that's what you do. I thought that was honestly something girls did or that anyone did. And I thought that was something that guys liked, okay? I thought it was like, oh, if I swallow, he'll think like, oh, I'm like a keeper or like that I'm super attractive and that like, ooh, she's whatever, you know? I thought that was what you had to do. Don't fucking do that. It's fucking nasty. Fucking gross ass piece of shit. Um, but yeah, so I thought the son of a bitch liked me, right? And I thought we were gonna keep like, we agreed to like, okay, we were gonna like kind of date because I didn't want to like suck someone's dick and not date them. So we said that like before or whatever. And and so that happened. I would go over to his place like every single day that week, and we'd like study or like chat and stuff like that. Nothing much. And then a week later, because I start feeling like this guy just like I thought we were dating, like I don't know, okay, like I thought you liked me, blah blah blah, and then we started talking, and then apparently, um, he didn't. He thought of me more as a lost puppy that he needed to help. And the reason things got so like physical was because, well, he explained that in his experience, he had a friend in high school who was going through a similar thing and he ate her out and that helped her feel better about herself. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I don't fucking know, but like that was really fucking messed up to me. But then lo and behold, what do? I go over to his place. He tells me that he doesn't fucking like me romantically or anything like that. And then me being the idiot that I was, I thought of everything that I had watched on the Women's Network, which was if you fuck him or do anything with his dick for him, he will fall in love with you. You're not gonna fucking lose him. Just get physical and that's all guys need, right? Me and my ignorant fucking ass, okay, sucked his dick again. Little blow and boob job. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I thought that was gonna work and I'm like, I don't want to fucking lose this guy. I don't. I want to feel that I want to feel loved and secure. And that's what fucking sucked about first year. Because I was so fucking insecure with myself. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I fucking did that. I really cannot. I was going through such a bad fucking time too. I also want to mention that I hadn't eaten that day when I gave him like the second like physical thing. I hadn't eaten that day when I went to his place, to his room. He offered me chips and I had a single one. And can I just say that okay, to be completely honest, I had attempted to deep throat and it was like pretty, I was like, okay, you know, like you let the guy do whatever he wants, just fucking open your mouth, whatever. When it like kept hitting my uvula to the point where I actually gagged and I threw up on his dick. But because I hadn't eaten anything, it was mostly just like nothing. It was just like mostly like saliva or like whatever, you know? It was like kind of I don't want to talk about it, but it's like threw up on your dick, boy. I don't know, lubricating it more, but whatever. Yeah, and then I remember that like I was so desperate to be like sexy and shit like that because I didn't know that guys could like me. I didn't know that it's like, hey, you, Jaden, as a person, you're capable of being romantically loved or sexually loved by the opposite sex. I didn't know that was a thing, and I finally like had it in a sense, and I was like, I can't let this leave. I thought I had the whole thing where it's like when you get into that sort of level with someone, that's it, you're fucking done. I always, because like I was still like Catholic and shit like that, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is the guy I'm gonna marry and have kids with. Fuck. Thankfully, I don't think like that anymore, and thankfully, I have a new outlook on life, and I have a whole new, like, I am not the same person as I was back then, thankfully. But can I just say, like, I thought I wanted to be, like, really sexy, so, like, I let the dude fucking come on my tits. I'm like, I was trying to be all, like, sexy, so I'd be like, he, like, came, and I was like, putting it, like, touching it, and, like, massaging it in and shit like that, and then he was like, stop that. And I was like, and then he, like, took a tissue, and I, like, he gave me a tissue, and I, like, wiped it off and whatever, and I was like, fuck. I fucking lost it! I can't be sexy! But whatever, right? Because now, I don't need someone of the opposite sex. I don't even need someone else for me to feel sexy, and for me to love myself, and for me to just be Jaden. / Maddie, because my real name is Madeline Maddie, but I'm going to change it over the summer, and if you couldn't hear that properly, surprise! There'll be a video over the summer, haha! But anyway, shit, I gotta fucking go soon, but, so yeah, that was basically the thing that happened with that one dude that really fucking broke me. It made me, not trust men, heterosexual men, for a long time, because I feel like if they get too close to you, and they're not like, you definitely tell that they're not like your best friend, they definitely want something from you. I always felt like guys are unable to be nice to a girl just cause. If they are nice to you, it's because they want to fuck you. And just, that's it. That's all they want to do. Thankfully, I don't think like that anymore. And I have a lot of heterosexual male friends in my life that I would do anything to keep them in my life, and I love them a lot. But yeah, I really gotta fucking go. That's my story. Ladies. Actually, anyone. Ladies, men, anyone out there, okay? Please be safe. If you feel that you are unsafe or you are uncomfortable, I don't give a shit who that other person is. I don't give a shit of where you are, okay? I don't give a shit about anything. If you feel like you are in a similar situation or any situation that you are uncomfortable with, okay, and you have the fucking alarms going on and screaming at you to get the fuck out and get to where you feel comfortable and get to a friend, go to your parents, I don't give a shit. You get the fuck out of there, okay? Because it's gonna fuck you up. I don't care how little the action is. I don't care how small the amount of time is. It doesn't matter what it is or how little it is. It can fuck you up for a good, big, long, hard time, okay? Pun intended. Actually, not really. His dick was, like, average. It was like, But anyway, so size doesn't matter. Just by the way. Even though I'm a nano and size does matter. That was a pun intended. I'm gonna fucking stop talking, and I might come back to this because holy fucking shit, but I gotta go and talk to a prof and have lunch with my friends, so fucking bye, y'all. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. And there's gonna be another video tomorrow in the next 2 days. Why? I'll post it on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I love you. Bye.